Yes, I need my Colette Baron Reed oracles called Dream. I really need those. I don't know if you know where to catch them at. Like catch them, like find them, because you organized everything. I need them because I feel like I'm gonna have more stronger dreams, and when they that disturbing, like I gotta get an understanding on what that was about. Like really, like what was the water reference? What was the like? Like I about to drown some damn body or something. Like I was finna do something with water. There was something about the element of water very strongly in my dreams to protect myself, that I was using to protect myself. Okay, so this is all I got left to work with. She said she promised me she gonna get that done. She got out for work at late, so she started to cook late. And I told her I'm not feeling like I can help do anything, child. Like mama kaput. Mama is kaput. And like I said, I'm gonna revamp my personal channel. But what anyone will be able to see, that the main goal was me to streamline my energy. My nose, I can't breathe. Streamline my energy, like basically make it all be seamless. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh God, come on. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. So I'm gonna try to attempt to pull some cards to try to get the gist of what was going on in my dreams. Oh, she got it. My baby is the beautiful daughter. Beautiful daughter. I love her so much. Let me go ahead and put this down to protect the diamond painting. And I'm going to talk about the dream. I don't know what to call the dream because it was disturbing. A little background is my cousin Mona contacted me through my toxic, disgusting ex-husband, T the actor, and literally had the audacity to ask to say she loves me and misses me exclusively, as if my daughter is not 100% a part of me, and she would love to invite me over. Okay. And so it was this weird singling out and separation of my daughter and myself. Okay, so that's a key point right there. So in this dream that I had, it wasn't last night, it was technically today because it's 10:44. Today is now December the 5th, 2025, 10:45 p.m. And I got very sleepy earlier today. What was it, around 3-ish, Ashley? 4, 6 o'clock? Like 6 p.m. I got really sleepy. Like, I'm so sleepy. And I couldn't hold it back. And normally when that happens to me, because I'm a 6 hour, maybe 7 hour sleep tops person. No more than that. And when something like an energy just comes over me and puts me in this very, very deep, peaceful sleep, it's like a trance. Okay, so I do really profess to be going into trances. So when I went into this trance like sleep, it was extremely relaxing. I wasn't feeling any pains in my body. That's how I do know it's a trance. And so I go into this deep trance. I know I'm kind of cold, so my daughter puts the window down. She gets the heaters going because it just got really cold in here. Anyway, once I am able to revamp my personal channel, anybody can slide right over there to put everything together. Over here on Karma Justice Tarot, it's about me helping the collective consciousness through my own experience and wisdom and true spiritual awakening. and healing journey. Okay. So, um, this was a trance. Okay. This wasn't just like, oh, I've been suffering from insomnia. I'm so sleepy. I can't stay up anymore because I'm worried about something. Nothing like that. This was a serious, very, very, very relaxing trance. I can definitely say that that's what it was. I go into this dream state, and it's an environment of my mother is there. My mother died March the 1st, 2010. And I've never dreamed about my mom in any way that's loving, pleasant, like memories. It's never, ever like that. Every time this woman comes into my dream state, it's always traumatic. Okay? So she's there. So automatically, when I dream, I am a lucid dreamer. That means you are aware that you're dreaming. And I'm noticing that, she's there, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm becoming apprehensive because I just said the first time my mother visited me when she first passed away was she came to me. I live in a different apartment, me and my daughter, and she came to me and she said, I had a big ass king size bed, and she came to me and she sat at the edge, at the foot of the bed, on my side of the bed where I was laying at, and I felt the impression of her weight sit down on the bed, and it's like she was trying to console me and like apologize, but I was full of rage and anger. I got very mad, very upset, and I told her to leave, because this is what's crazy about it. I was crying and just so traumatized about the way she died, everything. And then literally, like, she comes to me when I had been begging for her to communicate and let's bond, because I already sensed she was passing away, literally probably a couple of years before she did. Okay, I'd already been shown, so I was definitely very careful about, operating in any kind of a bitterness and want to hold on to resentment. And I was really trying to clear a lot of things up between me and my mother before she actually died. So that's what my reasoning for lashing out, like, leave me alone, because I couldn't sleep. I was crying, all every day ever since she passed away. So whatever day this was well after the fact of her being pronounced dead at the hospital. And literally, I was upset because I had just went into this really deep sleep so I can rest. And it's like, she wants to talk now. So I got pissed off and I was like, leave me alone, leave me alone. I remember waking up and getting angry and just like slapping at the bed in that area, like slapping at it. Like, I don't know why but I woke up out of my sleep and I'm slapping at it like, leave me alone, like slapping it, like moving it, like, leave me alone, like that. Anywho, she's in this dream and it feels like it's a holiday. And a lot of my family members are there. Like my Aunt Margaret, which is Mona's mother, is there. So I see I physically am able to identify that these are my family members, and it's some type of holiday celebration. But here's what's crazy. And this is what I go into, deeper contemplation and meditation and prayer to ask the Most High God to clarify for me. Because I kept telling my mom, why are they here? Why are they here? We're not even cooking. We don't have a lot of food. All we have is like meat. Like, we have meat, but we're not cooking. We didn't make a big spread. Why are they here? So she's not listening to me. She's not hearing me. And everybody is still like kind of like slowly showing up. And what's so crazy is that they're only talking to each other. They're not talking to me. So it literally feels like I'm invisible. That's what it felt like. Like, that made the dream that much more like mysterious and like a negative dark omen feeling, because they wasn't talking to me. They was like walking past me. It's like one of those situations where when you look at a movie and they're trying to depict how that person is feeling alone and ostracized, and they have them like somewhere in New York, like on the street of New York, and all the people are busily walking past them, and they're just standing there, and everybody's just, they're not bumping them, but they're just walking all around them like they don't exist. So you know that scene when you see that in a movie, and it's meaning to depict that the person is unseen, unheard, unthought of. That person is not made to be an important part of society. So that's how I felt. Like I was not a part of the family. I was like ostracized and just walked over. And this was really hurtful in my dreams, in my dream state, because like I said, I'm a lucid dreamer, meaning I know that I am still alive. I'm physically in my body and I am dreaming. Okay. And what's really happening in my physical present life is not what's depicted in this dream. I'm lucid dreaming. And literally I felt like this was so symbolic of what I went through in life. Like what I go through in my real life, and what I went through is in past tense, because I don't deal with any of my family members since my mother passed away, and all my other close family members that I love are passed on too. And that's how I was treated in this family since childhood. So I was like, okay, this is very serious. Like, okay, so what's the damn point? So when I'm lucid dreaming, I could sense in my body's breathing and everything that I'm like getting pissed off, because I'm like, okay, so what's the damn point? I'm always aiming to get to the point. So I was like, so anyway, what's the point? Then it's like my mother is sitting down. I'm trying to talk to her. So I'm standing right in front of her. There's no way she cannot see me. And she's still just talking to people that's walking around, like, yeah, so-and-so. Yeah, no, I ain't never talked to him. He ain't never called me. If you could just think of any typical conversations that would be happening at a social gathering that looks like a Thanksgiving holiday celebration or something, you could sense how people are just randomly conversations. And that's what she was doing, and not answering me, not caring about nothing that I was saying, and me asking her, why are all these people here to partake in food that we don't have? So why did you invite them over? We have meat, but we haven't made no big spread. It felt like it was Thanksgiving. Anywho, some female, this is another, there are several points I've already made, but this is another key one. Some female walks into the scene, and I say, who is that? And then it's like, let's say, like I told you, like I'm standing there, my mother's sitting in a sofa in a chair, and I'm talking to her, and all the other family members are just busy and about around. Mind you, nobody's making plates, none of that. Okay, so I don't know the symbolism about it being a holiday, and I don't know the symbolism about me being attacked at this holiday, but this is what was about to happen. So this female walks in, and I don't know her. She's not a family member. I don't know who she is. And I'm like, I say, who is that? As if I'm like, ask like an inside thought that I say out, outwardly. So I was like, who is that? And then as the person like kind of like came out of eye contact with me, I said, who are you? And it's like, so they just kind of kept casually like walking past me. So as I turned my head, possibly to look at my mom, like, who is that? Because that's who this is the key person I keep trying to communicate with. The female takes me by my throat, attacks me, caught me off guard. Like when I turn my head, catches me by my throat, and it's trying to force me into this room. And I'm in a chokehold. So I'm like, what the fuck? So of course, this is what I always notice when I go in a dream state, my extreme anger when somebody crosses me. Like, especially if they cross, like, just when I say don't cross me, I mean, you didn't cross that last line. My extreme rage. And I go into this extreme rage as this female, I don't know who she is grabbing my throat and trying to choke me out. And none of my family are paying any attention to it. It's like they don't even see it's happening. But they did acknowledge her coming into this space, right? Like everybody's talking to everybody, but not me. It's like I'm invisible. So if I'm invisible, how the fuck does she attack me, right? Anywho, all of a sudden, something rises up inside of me.